soon as I get my act together here, people. Give me something that
That's
We're on
applause.
a rain delay right now, everyone, so.
That's applause.
Here it is. Ugh. Sorry about that paper shuffle. Welcome, everyone, to the Taylor School District regularly scheduled board meeting of April 17th, 2024, where our mission statement is to educate, engage, and empower those we serve. And our vision statement is that we will be the innovative destination district where all succeed. Call to order at 6:03 PM. Mr. Wright.
Here.
Ms. Black is here. Mr. Heath.
Here.
Mr. Myers is absent. Mr. Thomas.
Here.
Mrs. Thomas. Here. Mrs. Schufelt will be late. There are 5 board members in attendance. All right, if everyone would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, our good news for tonight. We have Hoover Family Engagement Night. Matt Hall and Lori Rattan will be presenting.
Thank you. I'm Laura Rattay. I'm the assistant principal over at Hoover Middle School,
I'm Matt Hall, the principal at Hoover Middle School.
the famous, the one, the only. My apologies, my voice is a little hoarse today. Just keeping it fun over at Hoover. So today we wanted to bring to you guys our parent engagement night that was held on April 11th over at Hoover Middle School. We had parents and families come from 5:30 to 7:30. We held a passport around the world type theme night. So parents had the opportunity to reach out with teachers had the opportunity to reach out to parents and kind of go over things like iReady. We got to present our robotics program, and some little tots got to play with the robots that our big kids are using in STEAM. We had Lego sets for kiddos as well. So we had 10 different tables, just kind of gave everybody the opportunity to see what Hoover's best and brightest has to offer, make some connections in the community. Overall, 45 students attended and 122 family members. So everybody from grandparents, aunts, uncles to little tots in elementary schools and even younger than that. I have Matt going to play a short video for us that kind of gives you a little bit of a rundown.
In our Hoover Jazz Band.
Yeah, so you're gonna see them play. So we have some pictures of the night coming up, just kind of as the entrance as parents walk in. We did use our title funds to help bring in all of these supplies and some other parent engagement things. So you'll see our Legos and origami. The jazz band presented for us, gave us a little coffee house vibes. Did I miss anything?
No, I just wanted to give a big shout out to all the Hoover staff in school improvement. Sarah Staten showed up and was scooping ice cream, and we were doing ice cream Sundays. To when the parents left, our food pantry was open, which is always a big hit. Clothing pantry, a hygiene pantry. So parents were able to grab bags of things that they needed. Overall, it's a fantastic night, and I want to give really where credit is hugely due in this one. So I had a little health scare that night to my partner, and that's why I wanted her to present tonight, because we all know it takes a team. And on that night, my team member really stepped up. And so I wanted to give her a big shout out for not letting this night die with a little bit of a health scare. But we're good.
We had fun.
We had fun.
Well, thank you for putting this on for our families and students. Tonight, we have more good news. Presenting will be our athletic director, Chris Simon. He's going to tell us about our brand new JV softball and soccer.
All right, thank you. This year, not just the JV soccer and JV softball, our female participation is up about 35%, which is huge. Now, that means some girls are playing multiple sports, which is what we encourage. Just the beginning of the year, we had 11 female golfers, which was something that was very surprising to me. And of course, last minute, you have to get uniforms, make sure they look proper, which we made sure we did. Wrestling, I didn't know there were girl singlets, but I guess, you know, there are the girl singlets, and we had 4 girl wrestlers, which is new to me, but they have a good time. They did it the whole year. One girl is actually qualified for regionals, so that was a great moment for us over there. The whole wrestling program in general, we had 28 kids come out, which is phenomenal. Next year is going to be a lot more, so we're going to need more coaches, more budget money, stuff like that. So going into spring, I think what's helped us as a school is Miss Scope and I kind of sat down. I told her come the ideas I wanted to do is like before every season starts. So every winter sport, spring sport, and fall sport, we have a Griffin hour that we kind of call all the athletes down, and we spread out tables and they sign up for whatever they're interested in. And instead of saying, hey, you know, you're going to play softball or just sign up for softball, we explain, or I do, I explain how the season goes. And I explain to them, this is how it works. Some girls can do this. Some girls, it ain't like you're watching it on TV. I go, it's a lot easier, you know, do demonstrations, give examples. So some girls are, I can do that, you know, and it also helps out that working with our PE department, some of the stuff they've implemented this year and some of the lesson plans they've done, they put a softball thing in, soccer and so forth into the curriculum. So that also helps build what we got going. So definitely a team effort with the school by doing this. And now, you know, our softball JV girls, we have 16 on the team. We have 14 on the varsity. Our soccer girls, we have a total of 45 in the program. And nice thing about it too, is that we have, I think we have 3 foreign state students and they're all playing. So one's from Germany, 2's from France, and seeing them out there doing it and, you know, learning how to catch a ball, learning how to hit, they pick it up pretty good, but they're having the time of their life. So that's the reward that I get for being AD, and also the reward that we all have, especially in our building for our teachers and administration. So we're moving forward. We're going to keep making steps by keeping more people active. It's definitely helped, but it's definitely not just the athletic department, but the whole schools definitely came together to grow these programs. So, but that's on the move and more to come.
And you have some first year JV softball coaches, correct?
Yes, they're experienced. They've played their whole life, so they're patient, which is great. You know, I mean, that's what I smile about. Sometimes coaches are not so patient, but these ladies do a great job by taking the time. They realize that we're building, so which is good.
Okay, cool.
So, thank you
And
again.
just so you know, years ago when women got involved with wrestling, they were told they couldn't because they break in half.
No,
So
I got 2
they're-
girls that are embarrassing some people right now. But
So,
that's a lot of
thank you,
fun.
Chris.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Okay, we'll turn this over for agenda item number 4 to Mr. Wright.
Item number 4, we have the revision / approval of the agenda, policy 0166. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion.
Motion by Mrs. Thomas. Is there a second? Second by Mr. Thomas. Ms. Block?
Here. Or yes.
Mr. Heath?
Yeah.
Mr. Myers is absent. Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mrs. Thomas?
Yes.
Ms. Shufelt?
Yes.
Mr. Wright is a yes. That carries 6.
Okay, discussion items. Number 1, overnight field trip request Hillsdale, Michigan. And I believe Deanne Williams is on via Zoom.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Oh, you can? Okay. Whoop. Uh-oh. Hold on one second. I accidentally hit something. Oh, no, great. Sorry about that. Okay, hi, I'm Deanne Williams. I'm from Myers Elementary. I'm one of the 5th grade teachers. And so we're requesting opportunity to take our students on a trip to Camp Mission DOA. So this is the first time in the past second time, I'm sorry, in the past 7 years that we've been able to do this. So the trip is on April 29th to May 1st. And we're hoping the kids will have a good time and on their adventure to the camp. They'll be immersing themselves in outdoor activities. And we'll have 2 chaperones with us. And they'll do various things that align with our Common Core standards. So, for example, focusing on ecosystems, science, living things, the STEAM, arts, and mathematics. And also they'll be like doing things where they're teamwork and collaboration. So they'll be doing this through hands-on exploration and interactive learning. And then this will help deepen their understanding of the natural world. They'll foster a sense of appreciation for the diverse ecosystems and cultivate important skills in collaboration and problem solving. Camp Mission DOA also promises an unforgettable journey filled with discovery, growth, and camaraderie for the young learners. So is there any questions?
Are there any questions or comments? I don't think so, Deanna. Thank you very much for bringing this forward.
Okay, thank you.
Number 2, overnight conference request, AdCom, Michigan's premier education conference, and that is also Matt Hall.
Hi, I'm here to kind of represent, I'm here to represent the secondary administrative team. There's principals at the high school. I know Scope is going, and Keith Jesu, Marlene Scott, Adrian Antea, Corey Doyle will be going, myself, Laura Verte will be asking to go to EdCon. If you've not heard about EdCon, EdCon is the premier principal conference. So behind the scenes, when all the principals are talking, it's, are you going to EdCon this year? And I've never been able to say, yeah, we're going. And so we have an opportunity to go this year. So I'm telling you a little bit about EdCon and who sponsors it. It's sponsored by the Michigan Association of Secondary School Principals. It is in Traverse City. It's in June. It's a very well, it's a well-known conference. As I said, this time when we go up there, it'll allow us to connect with our in-district administrative team. There's a lot of times where we would like the middle school would like to connect with our secondary high school team. So that would be a great time to do that as well. The three main focus areas for EdCon 2024 are climate and culture, innovation and excellence, and principal essentials. School principals in Taylor are specifically looking forward to the possibility of attending specific breakout sessions such as legal hot topics that impact our day-to-day functioning, rethinking master scheduling, and the Student Mental Health Summit. The time spent as a team will provide an opportunity to learn, reflect, and prepare for the upcoming school year and much more than that. So I'm here tonight to ask if some of our secondary administration team can travel up to Traverse City. We'll be going up on, quite frankly, a lot of school districts send their people and they go up for the weekend, and that we're driving up on a Monday. And we're going to do our Monday session, because it starts on a Monday, and then we'll stay the night, do our Tuesday session, stay the night, finish up on Wednesday and drive home. So we'll be going for 2 nights, and it's going to be a fantastic conference, and I'm certainly looking forward to it. All my years, I've never been able to go, and I'd like to be able to tell my brother-in-law that likes to brag a lot. He's from Southline. He's like, why don't you guys ever send a team to EdCon? It's like the place to go. And I would like to go this year. So that's what I'm asking for. So thank you. If
Okay.
there's any questions I can ask.
Questions or comments? Have we ever gone?
I don't think we've ever sent a team. I've been to a lot of good conferences, but this is the creme of the creme. And I would say that probably
I can only remember ever being offered when I was in Wayne Westland, not when I was in. Taylor,
Right,
so, yeah.
right. So
Okay. And we are members. We just have never availed ourselves to that.
yes, yeah, no,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Anybody else? All right. Thank you, Matt.
thank you so much.
Number 3, new hire, athletic director. That's Jason Grimble.
Good evening to President Block and the rest of the Board of Education. Following extensive deliberation, the committee has reached an unanimous decision regarding our athletic director position. We are pleased to inform you that Mr. Chris Simons has been selected as our outstanding candidate for this role. After reviewing the qualifications experience for all of our candidates, the committee determined that Mr. Simon possesses the ideal combination of skills, expertise, dedication required for our athletic director positions to be successful. His extensive background in athletic administration, coupled with his commitment to the Taylor School District, makes him a clear choice for this position. We believe that Mr. Simons will bring invaluable leadership and vision to our athletic department, and we are confident in his ability to contribute significantly to the continued success of our school community. And as we just heard a few minutes ago, the things that he's doing in regards to the participation that we are getting of all of our students at our program, it was very easy for that committee to make that choice to recommend Mr. Chris Simons, the new athletic director for Taylor School District.
Thank you. Are there any questions? How many total candidates were there?
There were 8.
There were 8 altogether.
Yeah, 8 interviewed, but several more were in the pool of applicants online for the submitted applications.
Yes.
It was a pretty healthy pool of applicants that we had to even select it to the 8.
Okay. So people were interested.
Yes, very much so.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay, thank you, Mr. Gribble.
Thank you.
Okay, number 4, new hire, administrative assistants for human resources, number 1 and number 2, Mrs. Pat Delatorre.
Good evening. On the agenda tonight, there are 2 entries for the HR positions that's in my office. Currently, we have 2 people who are going to be retiring on June 30th. So I'd like to get them placed or replaced, if you will, as soon as possible. So there'll be a little bit of an overlap so they can do some training. We had actually was over 20 applicants that had put in for it. But what I had noticed was a lot of the applicants will check everything. So some of them were, I'll be an assistant principal, I'll be a principal, I'll be a bus driver. So those were kind of easy to weed out. But we had 6 internal applicants, and then there were 2 good external applicants. I narrowed it down to 4 internals, and I really thought that it was important to look at our candidates, look at our internal candidates first to see who, because they have history too. and that also plays a part. So it's important to have history, and it's also important to have the knowledge. So, so in this process, one of the four had declined the interview because she has gotten accepted into she's a secretary in the district, got accepted into a teaching program. So it's wonderful. So I just kind of reminded her that when she gets it, she needs to play. But anyway, so I narrowed it down to the two candidates. They're listed. One is Becky Rowlands, and she's currently assistant, the secretary to Mr. Brickle, actually. And the other one is Kathy Moses, and she's the ASAP secretary. So Kathy, I'm in the interview process, I asked them, because both positions were open, like, you know, do you have a preference? They're like, oh, no, either job. And I said, but if you really had to pick one, and it kind of was nice because Becky said, well, I really would like to do the non-certified side, and then Kathy had chose the other one, so it kind of made it easy. But both of them were, well, you know, either one is fine with me. And what I liked about the two candidates was their enthusiasm and also their willingness to, you know, just listening to them and what they've done. And like, in one obviously being here for quite a while, and the other one not here that long, but listening to the person who hadn't been here that long, understanding that she truly understands the laws, but had lots of experience with immigration in her previous job. So understanding the importance of following the federal laws. And then the internal candidate was really nice because she had been in a lot of different positions, which will bring forth, you know, some value added to the department. So I think that moving forward, and then and Becky's come down like almost every day to kind of checking in to see how things are going. So I think it's going to be a really, really good fit. And then once I had talked to both of them after, and I told them that, you know, it's just not a job, it is a career, and you can make a very good career out of this. And they're just, it's just gonna be a good fit. It'll be a very good fit. So I'm hoping that you guys will approve them tonight.
Are there any questions? Comments?
Just to get clarity too, you said that because I see on there, their start date is May 1st, and that's because there'll be like a month
There'll
or
be like 2 months.
2 months of
Yep.
training.
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. So they'll be able to teach them everything that they need in that 2 months.
Yes, and and they understand too, and because I had told them both, I said, no, in your job that you're doing, whoever's gonna come in to do that, then we also need to reciprocate that there too. So you're gonna be learning, but you're also gonna be showing people your job.
Will they be doing a dual role then, doing their old job and the new job, or just the new job?
Most likely not, because I wouldn't be able to cross the divisions, but I don't think it would be fair to someone, well, not fair. I just don't think it's nice if we have somebody brand new who's gonna go in and be the ASAP secretary and say, nope, I'm not gonna help you. You know what I mean? It's just not nice. And so I encourage that they would, you know, show them the ropes if there's questions. And the
From their
same thing,
previous position.
like for Mr. Gribble, if, you know, his secretary, it would be coming in there, you know, if Becky knows something that it's just a nice extension.
Yeah.
That is a novel idea on the job training because it doesn't always happen. Okay, anyone else? Going on to number 5, bus purchases, Mr. Gerard. You didn't know, you're on the schedule.
Okay, so, well, I don't have anything prepared, but as you all know, we're in need of some buses. Ours are a little older and, you know, we're having a hard time keeping them on the road. So back about a year ago, we purchased a bus from Macomb International, and that bus is still on the road running fine. I did reach out to them. I had my mechanic head over to Macomb International, check out the buses. And he actually, I told him to mark some buses if you see some that are well worth us picking up. So he did go up, he saw 5 of them out there. 3 of them are wheelchair handicap buses. The other 2 are gen ed buses. They were selling them, they're lease turn-ins, so they're not brand new, but they are in good shape. And they were selling for $8,000 in auction. They're gonna sell them to us for $6,800 a piece. $34,000 for 5 buses that we desperately need. Desperate. I mean, when we pull out of transportation department now, we have sometimes 1 spare bus, maybe 2 if we're lucky. So it's definitely something we need to look at.
And you said that they went and inspected the buses?
did.
They're good?
Yes,
They're
yes.
not-
You know, he said one will have a minor repair here or there, but nothing mechanical.
Okay.
They've been taken care of. They have their, you know, the oil changes.
Mhm.
Through RISA, you have to put in the work orders, how we change our oils. You know, the oils has to be changed on a rotating basis. So, yeah, everything's been well maintained.
So if we purchase these, are we getting rid of, so we're replacing altogether, or what are you gonna do?
Well, we'll probably take the older buses and put them online for spares. Because we do need, I mean, you know, with all the sports trips we got going out now. You know, we had 6 or 7 go out yesterday and I was panicking a little bit. Because, you know, we had to, we talked to Chris and we moved some things around and we've got the drivers to be able to take them after their runs. So if we couldn't have done that, we would have been in trouble. We did double up. We double up some sports on the buses too. You know, so that's where we're struggling at. I mean, the buses we have are good for around town if we're going to take a sports trip.
Mhm.
But, you know, to be wear and tear every day, you know, 6 runs every day, we're struggling with that.
What's the deliverable? Like, how long is there?
As soon as we get a check cut, we're going to take it up there. We can get the vehicles. It will take us a little time to get them online. We have to, you know, we have to letter them, we have to get them numbered, we have to have them inspected through the state, you know, get them registered. So it's going to take us a little time. So we're probably looking 3-4 weeks by the time we get everything done, because I have to get a hold of the state and have them come inspect them. They've been inspected, but they have to be inspected. for Taylor.
Any questions or comments? Okay. Thank you, Jack.
Thank you.
Number 6 will be the LIFT program, and presenting that will be our superintendent, Mr. Mike Wager.
So 2 weeks ago, when we were having our board meeting, we did have a representative reach out to Dr. Hill about this LIFT program, which is an opportunity for growing people either as getting them into the field of education with a bachelor's degree or getting them into the field of leadership with support for a master's degree. And what they explained when they had presented it to us is that essentially this LIFT organization, what they do is they receive a grant from the federal government to grow teachers and to grow educational leaders. And what they do is they partner with school districts in terms of us putting out the word and saying, hey, this opportunity is available to you. So let's say you're a paraprofessional, you're a bus driver, and you would like to make that change and go into teaching instead. They would provide these extra supports there. And essentially, in terms of master's degrees for educational leadership, they not only provide supports to help you through the program, they also provide financial support to people who are considering going into ed leadership. In fact, it's through the way that they handle their grant money, and it's nothing that goes through us. Basically, if you were going to get a master's in educational leadership, they would provide an $18,000 a year stipend to those individuals to help pay for that master's degree. That's a pretty hard thing to say no to right now, considering when I look at the seniority and the service time that has been put in by our leadership. In the next few years, we are going to have to look at that. We're going to be replacing some of our leaders throughout the district. So this ability to give to them and give to our employees who are considering that as a path helps us grow our own from within. And it's, again, pretty hard to say no. In the letter you have in front of you, it does talk about costs, but I really wanted to clarify that because these are not any costs that we are putting out as a school district. Essentially, this is in-kind contributions. So if they needed to set up the LIFT program, needed to set up a meeting in the area for different people who are in the program, we're saying that we would give them the right to use one of our spaces in the district for free and not charge them what you normally would for a building permit for an outside organization to use. The other in-kind contribution they listed here, and it looks large on paper, but it's really saying, let's say we have somebody that's an employee that's in the program and they need to go have a meeting for an hour regarding with one of their mentors. It's essentially saying we're okay with them going to that meeting and we're absorbing the cost of what they would get paid in their salary to go attend that. So it's, again, nothing out of pocket, it's what we're already paying for the person. But they just want to spell it out in there to show that you're in kind helping them run the program. As I said, I just see this as a benefit to help grow our own and help us to get there. One of the other benefits is for people who are going into the bachelor's program, and let's say they are with a different school district that's partnering, they get, any group, any district that has partnered with the LIFT organization, we get the first right to interview those candidates. So some of the other districts that are partnering are Hazel Park has signed on, eCourse, and a few other local districts. And so essentially, even if it's an employee from Hazel Park or eCourse that is in the program, we then get that first shot as well as them to hire and fill our needs for where we're going to have our teacher shortages. So again, no money going out of pocket, but that giving us the ability to try to grow our own and developing the people we have.
Okay, do you want to tell them the differences and the similarities between Talent Together and this program?
Yeah, so Talent Together is similar. It's one that we have already been in with, but that program is one where essentially if you were a paraprofessional or a substitute teacher, if you entered that program, you are going through an alternate path to being a teacher. And this one is through Wayne State University, and it's not an alternate path. You're going through the actual full programming that is necessary through a college of education, whereas Talent Together is putting you through an alternate path to that route. Both are great programs. Both are giving us opportunities to, again, get people to get into the teaching ranks and from there. But that, to me, is the biggest difference. Is one's an alternate path that we support them through, and the other is getting a full degree from Wayne State.
I know we currently have employees that are going through Talent Together, correct?
As I know right now, we do have one who should be, is in their mentor teaching, will be finishing that up this year. And then I think we have one in the pipeline that would go into the mentor teaching next year.
Sure. Okay. And do we know, is there demand within our employees that would be interested in this?
So I know that I've had some conversations around. I don't know what demand we would have out of people who want to go and become the educational leaders. But I will be quite straightforward. The first one that comes to mind is Erica Smith, our special education director, who just took on that role. She is somebody that, as part of that role, has to go back and make sure she has the right endorsements, and this would be an avenue for her to take advantage of that.
Are there any other questions or comments? Okay, thank you, Mike. Number 7, advanced authorization for substitute personnel. Ms. Delatory again.
Good evening again. I am the agenda tonight asking for advance authorization for substitute personnel. And kind of what happens when substitute personnel get the sub wages. So it's all outlined in the contract books with the sub wages. It's primarily for the 26M staff. Without the advance authorization, when people come in to request to be a sub, we have to wait until the board approves them. Well, in the meantime, people can, potentially go get another job. But if we can hire people with advance authorization, they're just coming in and they're doing sub work. So if we don't have subs and work has to get done, then we're paying time and a half to full-time employees to get that work done. So it would behoove the district to approve this so that we could cut down on some of the costs. But also those are the people that are in the pipeline to potentially become a bus driver or a cook or whatever. So then they could then, as a sub, you still have to have all the fingerprinting done. You have to get if you're going to be a bus driver, you have to get the drug screen and all that. So all of that can be done. So then when there's a need for a full-time position, somebody retires, we already have somebody in the pipeline who then can be put on the board for formal board approval as a permanent person. And then we don't have to now where that person doesn't have to wait a couple of weeks to say, maybe I'll get the job as permanent. Does that make sense to you? So I think that this would be a good way to continue to grow that pool of substitutes. And then we know at any time we should be ready for people to take on positions, should we need them.
I think that's a good idea because we've had people stolen from us right underneath us.
Yes, that happens. And, you know, I mean, and two, I mean, there's a lot of perks that we have, the Taylor School District has. And I think that people, when they're excited and they want to come here, they don't want to hear, well, get all this stuff done and pay for that to maybe get a job. So if they're, you know, can come in and they're on the sub roster, so to speak, they've already done all the legwork. And also too, this would, and Jack probably can speak to it better, but it also allows the district to review people. Like, because there's some people that maybe they just really won't pan out, or what they've applied for, it's not a good fit for them. So then they necessarily wouldn't be recommended for a full-time job.
Okay, are there any other comments or questions? All right, thank you, Mrs. Delatorre. All right. Action items, Mr. Wright.
First up on our action items, we have the overnight field trip request, Camp Mashindo, policy 6550. It is recommended the Board of Education approve the following overnight field trip request, Myers Elementary, Camp Mashindo, Hillsdale, Michigan, April 29th through May 1st, 2024. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Thomas. Is there support?
Support.
Support by Mrs. Blunt. Mr. Heath?
Yes.
Mr. Myers is absent. Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mrs. Thomas?
Yes.
Ms. Shufel?
Yes.
Mr. Wright is a yes. Ms. Block?
Yes.
That carries 6-0. Item number 2, overnight conference request, EdCom, Michigan's Premier Education Conference, policy 6550. It is recommended the Board of Education approve the overnight / out-of-state conference request for Adrian Antea, Corey Doyle, Matt Haw, Keith J. Sue, Stacy Pasek-Kali, Marlene Scott, Laura Rattay, Melissa Skopczynski, and Kelly Trainer to attend the EdCom Michigan's Premier Education Conference, Acme, Michigan, June 24th through the 26th, 2024. Funding for the conference will be paid out of Title I. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Shufel. Is that Ms. Shufel?
Yeah.
Second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Thomas.
Oh.
Mr. Myers is absent. Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mrs. Thomas?
Yes.
Ms. Shufel?
Yes.
Mr. Wright is a yes. Ms. Block?
Yes.
Mr. Heath?
Yes.
That carries 6-0. Item number 3, request to hire athletic director, policy 3120. It is recommended the Board of Education approve the hiring of Chris Simons for the position athletic director. Salary for the position will be $79,605. N1-2 prorated for the 23-24 school year. Mr. Simon's start date will be as soon as practical. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Shufel. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mrs. Thomas. Mr. Thomas.
Yes.
Mrs. Thomas.
Yes.
Ms. Shufel.
Yes.
Mr. Wright is a yes. Ms. Block.
Yes.
Mr. Heath.
Yes.
Mr. Myers is absent. That carries 6-0. Congratulations, Mr. Simons. Item number 4, request to hire administrative assistant for human resources, number 1, policy 4120. It is recommended the Board of Education approve the hiring of Catherine Moses for the position exempt administrative assistant for human resources and labor relations, number 1, 12-month. Salary for the position will be $55,320.68 prorated for the 2023-2024 school year and $58,639.22 for the 24-25 school year. Ms. Moses' start date will be May 1st, 2024. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Block. Is there support? Support. Support by Mr. Thomas. Mrs. Thomas.
Yes.
Ms. Shufel.
Yes.
Mr. Wright is a yes. Ms. Block.
Yes.
Mr. Heath,
Yes.
Mr. Myers is absent, Mr. Thomas.
Yes.
That carries 6-0. Congratulations, Catherine. Item number 5, request to hire administrative assistant for human resources. Number 2, policy 4120. It is recommended the Board of Education approve the hiring of Rebecca Rolling for the position exempt administrative assistant for human resources and labor relations. Number 2, 12-month. Salary for the position will be $55,320.68 prorated for the 23-24 school year and $58,639.22 for the 24-25 school year. Ms. Rolling's start date will be May 1st, 2024. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Schufelt. Support.
Support.
Support by Mrs. Thomas. Ms. Schufelt.
Yes.
Mr. Wright is a yes. Ms. Block.
Yes.
Mr. Heath.
Yes.
Mr. Myers is absent. Mr. Thomas.
Yes.
Mrs. Thomas.
Yes.
That carries 6-0. Item number 6, bus purchase, policy 6320. It is recommended the Board of Education approve the purchase of 5 buses from Macomb Intermediate School District not to exceed 34,000. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Heath. Is there support?
Support.
Support by Mr. Thomas. Mr. Wright is a yes. Ms. Block.
Yes.
Mr. Heath.
Yes.
Mr. Myers is absent. Mr. Thomas.
Yes.
Mrs. Thomas.
Yes.
Ms. Schufelt.
Yes.
That carries 6-0. Item number 7, lift agreement, policy 6320 is recommended the Board of Education approve the lift program in support of the Teacher Quality Partnership Grant Program. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Block. Is there support?
Support.
Support by Mr. Heath. Ms. Block,
Yes.
Mr. Heath,
Yes.
Mr. Myers is absent, Mr. Thomas.
Yes.
Mrs. Thomas.
Yes.
Ms. Schufelt.
Yes.
Mr. Wright is a yes. That carries 6-0. Item number 8, substitute advance authorization to hire. It is recommended the Board of Education approve the advance authorization to hire substitute personnel. Individuals hired under the advance authorization will be placed on the next regular board meeting agenda. Advance authorization will be used for all substitute positions through June 30th of 2024. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mr. Heath. Is there support?
Support.
Support by Mrs. Thomas. Mr. Heath,
Yes.
Mr. Myers is absent. Mr. Thomas.
Yes.
Mrs. Thomas.
Yes.
Ms. Schufelt.
Yes.
Mr. Wright is a yes. Ms. Block.
Yes.
That carries 6.
Okay, the next thing on the agenda is superintendent's report. Mr. Wager.
All right, thank you. I wanted to spend my report today. I know we already had lots of good news that was shared today, but I've really enjoyed in the last couple of weeks where I have been out and able to do some celebrating and to do some working with students. I will tell you the other day when we had the cadet teaching program come through the Board of Education, they had a field trip come through where they got to see kind of what the functions of HR does, what the functions of the special education department, the curriculum department, and just kind of see how our role here at the Board of Education office is to truly support what happens in classrooms, what happens in buildings. And just feeling that buzz of having kids around the building and you just hear them talking and you hear the things going on, it really was like, okay, I do miss that aspect of being out there in buildings. So it was great to have that moment. And like I said, the last couple of weeks have been filled with quite a few. So starting with the cadet teaching program, I'd like to thank Heather Roberts and Shauna Maynard. They did a lot of work in scheduling and figuring out how we were going to bring those students over here and allow them to see kind of what happens here. And the part that I just absolutely loved on my end is we had given each of those students who came over a certificate at the end, basically stating, if you go on now that you've done the teacher cadet program here at Taylor, and if you go on now and go get that teaching degree for your bachelor's degree, you are guaranteed you will have an interview with us here in the Taylor School District. So we said, hold on to that certificate. If this is what you choose to do, we are absolutely going to give you that first opportunity, that first shot at coming and giving back to their community as teachers here in Taylor. So it was just a moment that I absolutely loved. As I told the kids, the seniors in there, I said, well, get used to this. You're going to be getting lots of certificates and you're going to be shaking lots of hands and you're going to be taking lots of pictures over the next 2 months. This is just round one for you. Which brings me to my next one is I spent a portion of today along with Mr. Gribble over at the National Technical Honor Society induction. And that was another great opportunity to see the wonderful things and to see the efforts being put in at our Career Center to start preparing students to go out and find careers when they come out and graduate. And it was just a great opportunity to be involved and to see that work that's taking place. You know, Miss Bernard Lundgren, she did a fantastic job along with Mr. Harris, who was the advisor for NTHS. So, and the final one that I wanted to bring up today was the work with our student advisory program. We've been kind of moving along that we kind of went through things that they thought were issues in the school district. We've reached a stage now where we kind of narrowed it to what they wanted to put the focus on for what we have left going forward. And they chose that they wanted to go forward and talk about efforts we could be better with you doing, making sure we're being equitable and inclusive for all who come through our doors here at Taylor Schools. I was very happy to hear that because that fits very much in with the communication I've sent out where we're trying to make that same effort at our cabinet level and that we've been working on that as a team. So what we have kind of started with the student advisory is there's a tool we've been given through our Beyond Equity series. And it's a tool that we can go through and we can assess and rate ourselves and see where the areas that we have strengths and see the areas of where we have weaknesses. And as I told them, I said, this is essentially your school district. We're here for what's best for students. And they should absolutely be able to give feedback and give us their thoughts on the areas where we can improve and the areas that we do well already. And I'm just really excited to continue with that process. And we've really started off in having them to start to do their analysis. And once we get through that with them, it's something we can bring back to our team that we have at our level. And then we can use that input to drive future decision making. And I'm just absolutely love that we have a group of students who's dedicated to that and are not afraid to share, speak their mind, and say exactly what they feel we should be doing on what's best behalf for students. So I'm really happy with that program so far. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. All right, we're going to go to the consent agenda. Mr. Wright.
All right. Item number 8, consent agenda, policy 0166.1 and policy 6470. First, we have minutes from the March 20th, 2024 regular board meeting. Second, we have minutes from the April 3rd, 2024 regular board meeting. Number 3, we have consolidated items, payment of current bills, certified, non-certified, administrative reports, and request to hires. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mrs. Thomas. Is there support? Support by Mr. Heath. Mr. Myers is absent. Mr. Thomas.
Yes.
Mrs. Thomas.
Yes.
Ms. Shufelt.
Yes.
Mr. Wright is a yes. Ms. Block.
Yes.
Mr. Heath.
Yes.
That carries 6-0.
Okay, that takes us to number 9. Items scheduled for next agenda, Wednesday, May 1st, 2024. We'll have good news and our student representatives will be the Career Center. And I'm just gonna, should have brought this up earlier. The farewell parade is going to be May 23rd at Heritage Park. It starts at 5:30. It is a blast. If you can come to Heritage Park that day, please do. Kids really love it. They can be as noisy as they want. And they are. It's a great event. Rain or shine, because the first 2, I think, were raining. All right, public comments. Thank you to all who are able to be here with us in person and online tonight. We understand the importance of continuing to keep you all informed and provide an opportunity for you to be heard. Tonight's audience participation will be for all who wish to speak, whether it be in person or online. We will begin with those in person. If you would like to address the board, please step up to the microphone, state your name and address for the record. After all those in person have had the opportunity to speak, that opportunity will be given to those online. Please take into consideration common courtesy and keep your comments to 3 minutes or less. We will provide and assist with timekeeping so that each speaker will be able to monitor their own time and know when to conclude, so all that who wish to speak will have an equal opportunity to do so. If there are any questions at this meeting or by some other avenue, Superintendent Michael Wager or his designee will work on getting those answers in a timely manner. We will start with those in person.
Hello. Matt Hall, 27101 Beverly Road, Taylor, Michigan. Just felt compelled because of me being here tonight. First, I want to thank Mr. Wager for the LIFT program. Wish I had that when we were going through. But why I feel compelled is I just left conferences and I had a meeting with a parent, happens to be an employee, and was talking about a program just like this or some help getting through. She's starting on the path to go that way. And what a wonderful thing. So I will be connecting her with that program, but I'm like, wow, how does things align? I just literally walked out of my office and she's like, I want to get my degree in elementary and with a special ed endorsement. And I'm like, okay. And I actually have her going to connect with my staff member that's going through an alternate pathway too. So things are kind of coming together there. And the next thing that I want to give a shout out is to Mr. Wager and the student advocacy group. My kids look forward to that and they get back. And I've said this to Mike, I'm very intentional about that. I do not ask my kids, hey, what did you guys talk about? Because I want them to go there and speak their mind. When they leave, I have a nice day. I don't tell them what to say because I want them to speak from their heart. And when they come back, how was it? Well, the food was great. And we had some really good discussions. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you for bringing it and approving that LIFT program. And I appreciate all of you. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Hall.
Hi, Jennifer Ferguson Behringer, 23636 Irving. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody that came out to our Marching Band's Texas Roadhouse fundraiser. We're still waiting for the final total from Texas Roadhouse, but just the bake sale alone, we made over $500 for the band. So thank you for everybody that came and showed their support. We really, really appreciate it. I wanted to say thank you to Mr. Wager for getting back to me as far as we're working to try to get marching band account as a gym credit for the kids for starting in the fall. He directed me that Mr. Gribble's going to be working on that. So whatever you need from us, please let us know. There's a bunch of us that'll pitch in to help you make that happen. So just let us know and keep us posted, please. And then I had a question last week as far as funding and budgets and stuff, as far as the band, where I was talking about like the music and everything. In the meantime, I've been working with Mr. Wazorek to get, he actually put together a tentative budget for like the next 5 years of things that we might need as far as replacing instruments, buying music and some of the different things that the band needs to keep running. So if you guys can point me in the right direction to who we need to talk to about that, to get that to work so that we can make sure that the kids get what they need out of it. Thank you.
Is that it? Thank you,
That's
Mrs. Ferguson Behringer. Is there anyone else? Okay, are there any online? Nothing? Okay. Mr. Wright.
I'm just writing. Item number 11, adjournment to closed session, policy 0137.2 pursuant to Michigan's Open Meetings Act being Public Act 267 of 1976 And as amended, I move the board convene in closed session pursuant to 8C negotiations, 8A employee discipline, 8H material exempt from disclosure by state and federal statute, and 8E pending litigation. Is there a motion? Motion by Mr. Heath. Is there support? Support by Mr. Thomas. Mr. Thomas? Mrs. Thomas?
Yes.
Ms. Shufelt?
Yes.
Mr. Wright is a yes. Ms. Block?
Yes.
Mr. Heath?
Yes.
Mr. Myers is absent. That carries 6-0. We will go into closed session at 6:57.
Okay, we're back from closed session at 11:34. All right, there is action after closed session, Mr. Wright.
Our first item up for action after closed session is action item number 1. I move that the employee of Rhonda Honchell be terminated effective immediately for the reasons stated in the superintendent's letter to Ms. Honchell dated March 20th, 2024. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Mrs. Thomas. Is there support?
Support.
Support by Ms. Shufelt. Mrs. Thomas.
Yes.
Ms. Shufelt.
Yes.
Mr. Wright is a no. Ms. Block.
Yes.
Mr. Heath.
No.
Mr. Myers is absent. Mr. Thomas. That carries 4-2. Okay, moving on to item number 2. I move that the employment of Victoria King be terminated effective immediately for the reasons stated in the superintendent's letter to Ms. King dated March 20th, 2024. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is that Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Support?
Support.
Support by Ms. Shufelt. Mrs. Thomas?
Where are we at?
Number 2.
Oh, sorry, I used the old. Mrs. Thomas?
Yes.
Ms. Shufelt?
Yes.
Mr. Wright is a yes. Ms. Block?
Yes.
Mr. Heath?
No.
Mr. Myers is absent. Mr. Thomas? That carries 5. Item number 3, we have, I move that the employment of Michael Savoy be terminated effective immediately for the reasons stated in the superintendent's letter to Mr. Savoy dated March 20th, 2024. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Motion by Ms. Thomas. Is there support?
Support.
Support by Ms. Shufelt. Ms. Shufelt?
Yes.
Mr. Wright is a yes. Ms. Block?
Yes.
Mr. Heath?
Yes.
Mr. Myers is absent. Mr. Thomas?
Yes.
Mrs. Thomas?
Yes.
That carries 6-0.
We didn't have a 4. Okay. All right, number 13, board member comments.
Congratulations to Mr. Simons on the aging job.
Any other comments? Okay, we'll close that. Next will be adjournment. Is there a motion?
Motion.
Is that Mr. Thomas? Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Mr. Heath. Mrs. Shufelt.
Yes.
Mr. Wright.
Yes.
Ms. Block is a yes. Mr. Heath.
Yes.
Mr. Myers is not here. Mr. Thomas.
Yes.
Mrs. Thomas.
Yes.
Okay, the Board of Education, that's passes 6-0. Board of Education, regular board meeting for April 17th, 2024, adjourns at 11:38.